And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. And I am pretty excited right now because we're going to be building up my front wheel. And I've got a different setup going on. We got a camera here, we got a camera here. Going to be trying to use two cameras so you guys can see things better. Got the chat right by the camera today. Got the Tin Man. And first, because I'm a dummy, we got an unboxing. Why am I frozen? Okay, I think we're good. Because I'm a dummy, we've got an unboxing. I accidentally got the wrong size spokes, so I had to order the right size spokes. Luckily, they were in stock. I'm just going to open this right now. No funny business with this one. We have got specialty grade stainless steel spokes. 14 gauge, 192 millimeter. I hope this is what I need. But these came from Full Factory and Odyssey because I had to buy them. Because I'm dumb. And I just remembered I need my little tool. We'll get to that when we need it. There's going to be a video coming out Saturday that shows the hub finished, but I figured I would show it now too. So, here we go, people. We'll show both cameras at the same time. Oh, look at that. I got the logo laser etched back into the hub. So that's what we're going to be lacing today. And before we get into that, I'm going to get the tool I need. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping stuff. 6 people in here. How's everybody doing? I'm going to pull this apart here. How's this stream? Is audio good? Video good? I have no chat coming through, so it's kind of weird. Normally people would be chatting by now, so I don't know what's wrong. But we're going to get this out real quick. Pull out the flathead from this Park Tool Allen wrench set so I can use it. Okay. Now, pause. And I have for reference the Venus build. It's kind of weird having two here. What's up? I got a dollar bill. Gonna build up this wheel. That's what's up. Alright, so we need to get into here. I think this might be like a new old stock or something like that. What's up, OG BMX? Because it's a different color. I don't know if that matters, but I think there's 50 spokes in here. I think they come in packs of 40 now. Not sure what's up with that, but I will take it. Extra spokes for the future. Whenever I break them. What's up, Kevin Jackson? Oh, we got to get the Park Tool spoke wrench. Boom, shout out Park Tool spoke wrench. Okay, pop this off of here. I actually kind of like this two angle thing because I don't have to think about it. Yeah, that's gotta be 50. What about the nipples? These seem normal. Okay. No titanium spokes. No, definitely no titanium spokes for me. I feel like I would destroy titanium spokes. Maybe I wouldn't, but I just feel like I would. So, not for me. Okay, so pull these out so I can grab them with ease. Get the nipples ready. Jeez, it's a long bag for some nipples. Okay, I'm just gonna drop a bunch of these in my lap for now, and put the tube aside, and we're ready to start. So we've got an Alienation Felon rim with the black logo on it, water transfer, whatever they call that. And let's get going, shall we? We've got the Alienation Tin Man. That is what I wanted to reference. Okay, so I remember why I wanted to do that. Let's keep a hold of this. And we're going to check this out. What's up, Donovan? How's everybody doing? So what I need to figure out now is where this logo needs to be. Oops, where do we see it at? Right here, where this logo needs to be when I start lacing with the first spoke. So valve stem is there. First spoke needs to be on this. Hold up. Does it matter? This is where I get lost very easily, but we'll get it. So if that's there, I need a spoke. I can just figure it out because that makes sense, right? Well, if that's above it, so we've got two above it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spoke holes to the one I need. So 2, 3, 4. That seems too far down. That feels like where I need to start. And this is all. You need to figure out where that first spoke goes. Yes. I think Alienation has a contest to win their new. Yes, they do. Dude, I get so lost when building wheels. I'm kind of getting lost right now, but we're figuring it out. So Alienation and our BMX have a contest going on for the chance to win the other sample. I have one of 2 hubs right now, and they have the other, and the other one is in a contest, which is pretty cool. So somebody's going to win it, and that's pretty rad if you ask me. So let's see here. If I had that, I need to flip the whole dang thing. So I'm going to keep this in here. Your new video is sick. Thank you, man. First hole to the right of the valve stem. I've got that part figured out. What I'm trying to figure out, and it's actually to the left, I guess. What I'm actually trying to figure out, so we drop it down through. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to come up, but going up feels wrong. I'm lost, boys. But we're going to just keep pushing forward because I need to do this and I want it to be done. Okay, so if we flip it again, I guess it's the same on both sides, so it really doesn't matter. There we go. But I can't see it because the hub guard's on there. Okay, so it would be this one, I hope. I'm hoping that I got that right. Then that goes to the left. Yes. Okay, so that was dropped down in. Correct. And it goes to the left side. And if that were the case, when it was all said and done, that went to a wheel. Hopefully that is correct. Is Sponge okay? Yes, he had surgery 6 weeks ago, 5 or 6 weeks ago at this point. So it's been quite a while yet. That happened in mid-February. So like the video just took a while to get out basically. All right, let the games begin. I'm tightening these suckers all the way down to the threads because I don't feel like messing around with truing it later. If I tighten it all the way to the threads, then maybe, just maybe, I won't have to tighten them as far. And then we skip 3 and we go to this hole. And we just keep skipping 3. How's everybody doing? We only got 10 people in here. People don't want to hang out and watch. Oh, I like this 2 angles thing because you can see the hub and what's going on. That is super awesome. Let's see here. third hole. Is the stream alright? Does the audio sound okay? Does the video look alright? Front wheel drive bikes. Fan of the channel. What is a front wheel drive bike? I've never heard of that, and thank you. Could I just save myself some time and pre-populate? I feel like I could here. That's good, Donovan. I am doing good now that I've got all this situated. I hope that I have my wheel in progress here. Stream's good. Good to hear. Okay. Excellent connection. Sick. So, just, oh, dummy. I did the wrong spoke. Of course I could just screw this up. I grabbed the wrong one. That's what would happen with me pre-populating the spokes in the hub. I guess I also didn't schedule this stream until a half hour or so before it. Everything looks good. Okay. Good to know. Good to hear. Glad it's all going good. Because this setup, if you guys could see the setup I'm working with to make all of this work the way that I do, you'd be proud, I'd say. For anyone just tuning in, we're building up the Alienation 10-man front hub to the Alienation Felon rim using 192 millimeter spokes. They are Odyssey straight gauge spokes. And we are almost done with the first side. And I will do a recap just for anyone who might be watching this in the future and wants to learn how to true their wheel or build their wheels. This is a 3-cross pattern. With this, most people who build wheels recommend 3-cross for BMX because it's supposed to be the strongest. And we're good. Get this here. Okay. Didn't know you'd do it live. Great. Yeah. Why not, right? Okay, so where we started with this was we took the hub and we found our valve stem. And we had the rim orientated like this. It doesn't matter as much for my front wheel because it's not directional as far as the hub goes, so I can have it on there either way and it's going to look exactly the same. Hub guard, once I put that on, that will matter. But I just put a random spoke into this side, dropping it down through, and I put it to the left side, which I guess I'd need to turn it to show you guys the left side of the valve stem hole. Then from there, I skipped 1, 2, 3, 4 holes and skipped 1 hole on the hub and put it into that one, and then just skipped every 4th hole goes the spokes. And you can see that we now have the wheel built up this way. Okay, so I need to rotate this the opposite direction. I'm hoping, I mean, I don't think it'll get better than that if I put it in the other one. I think it would be way too far. So we're just going to keep going that. Aren't 192s for 4-cross. This hub has a really small flange diameter, and this rim has a really big ERD. So I need longer spokes for it. Okay, so now we flip it. We find our first one, and we make note of where the first one's at in the spoke hole for that. And once we find that, we take the spoke and we drop it down through there. And you can see that it doesn't quite line up. Let's see if I can show that. You can see it doesn't quite line up with the previous spoke. Oh my gosh, this is hard to show. It doesn't quite line up when you drop it straight down through with the first spoke that we're trying to show. And you want it to be on the right side of that. And I'm going to double check my text just to make sure. Right. Okay. And then you take that one, you drop it down through, and you put that to the right of the first one that you did. That's to the right of the valve stem. And then you just repeat your every fourth spoke pattern this way too. Every other spoke hole on the hub. And you will have a halfway laced wheel. So I'm going to get this going here. Got 13 people hanging out. Thanks to everybody hanging out. I figured I need to do this anyways, so we're going to get it going. And after this, literally, I only need 2 things for the new bike before I can build it. And I'm ready. I'm so ready to build that bike. Been looking at the parts every single day for a couple months now, it feels like. Okay, so we got that started. Now, and an easier way to do this and remember it too is that you're just going to the right side of each spoke that you already put in. And with this, I'm putting the spoke all the way to the bottom of the threads, or the nipple all the way to the bottom of the threads on each spoke, just so that they're the exact same amount of tightness in the end. It might make it a little bit more difficult to maneuver some things later because it's so tight already, but I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit because I don't feel like going around this rim 4 different times tightening the spokes to get it tightened all the way down. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of myself for getting this far. Kevin helped me with the advice on which side of the valve stem hole to start on and which side to start the second round on. But I'm doing it all by myself. I can't see. There we go. Boom. Any questions while we're building this wheel, because it's kind of a long, tedious process, and I might as well answer any questions. So just hanging out. And that's kind of why I like having this YouTube channel. At any given time, I can jump on here and hang out with 17 people, and that's pretty cool. Oop, did I go too far? Nope. Perfect. Last one of the second side. I am kicking butt. Boom. Right now, do you have a spoke on either side of the valve hole? No, I do not. They are both on the same side of the valve hole. I will show you as soon as I find it. Right here. Where is it at? Where's a good way to show that? Boom. So right there's the valve hole, and then the spokes are the 2 beside it. So now, I think I need to rotate. Which way do I need to rotate? Where's that at? So we rotate that way, and I mean, it's not perfect for seeing the oh, just kidding, it got better. It's not perfectly square, but if anyone watches Big Mouth, you'll get the reference. So from here, I think it's just common sense of what you do, because you kind of just finishing the pattern. So like, you bring the spoke up through here, 1, 2, 3 cross, and it would go into that hole, I believe. Gonna watch the Corey versus Morgan game of tail whip. I want to, but I think I'm gonna be riding street in Pittsburgh, so I don't know if I'll be able to watch it since it's gonna be at 3 o'clock. I'm really hoping that everything goes very smoothly for the live stream. I'm really hoping. I have an Alienation Deviant for 3 years, and I haven't changed single spoke, rim super straight still. That is so cool. That's good to hear. front rims usually don't take as much abuse as the rear does. I'm thinking this is going to be good. I think I got it right. The more we go, the more it'll be. I hope. You got to twist the hub in the rim. Yeah, I got it. And the pattern will also do that too, won't it? The more I get done, the more it'll be twisted. That's why I almost like doing like opposite sides in random spokes while I'm doing this, just so that it's twisted the amount that it needs to be. Because if you do all on the same side, you kind of have to like twist it in the process, and it's kind of annoying. Come on, need some more nipples. We're getting there. Indeed, we are getting there. Let me know if I'm doing this right in the chat. I know I've had a couple suggestions here, and I think that I'm on the right track so far. Definitely getting to the point where things are tightening up because I tightened them so much from the start. That is exactly what I want. I don't want to have to do as much once I'm done. Okay, so that's pretty well twisted. How's the valve stem hole thing? That's going to line up right. Sweet. Let's see here. I am stoked. So let's keep it moving here. We'll continue with the opposite side that we already did for this one. I know this like makes no sense probably to like people watching, but in my head I feel like it makes sense for keeping things organized, or not what I mean by organized, but like keeping things easier for myself. It's like I'm saying that twisting the hub thing, it kind of gets off-centered and awkward when you do all one side at once. There we go. Boom. There we go. Okay. So that side's got a couple crosses in it. Let's throw another cross in the opposite side just to try and kind of pull it back in some. So that goes there. Want to build my wheel. Are you local? Because, man, I don't think you would want to pay the amount it would cost to ship that thing, to ship the parts to me and then have me build it. I don't think you'd want to pay that. That would not be cheap. And then shipping a wheel back. Seems like I've figured it out, though. We'll find out. See, the thing about building wheels is that you can get really far into the process before you find out that you messed up. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to start just going around correctly. Pulling this thing into where it needs to go. Pretty happy that I can build my own wheel. Okay. 21 concurrent viewers. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out. It's a pretty chill stream tonight, just building wheels, or building a wheel. Dang it, can't get this sticker off of here. I'm out in Chicago. I almost was going to come out to Chicago this weekend, or near Chicago, for that jam at the Hammond, Indiana skate park. But 5.5 hours of a drive one way is just brutal for a one-day event. I just don't want that to happen. As long as you go slow enough. Are you going under the last spoke that it crosses? Correct. I'm glad that I've got Francis here checking me and making sure I'm doing it right. I am going under. Bro, I've had a BMX for about 3 weeks and want to get better. Any advice? Ride it as much as you possibly can. That is my advice. Because the more you ride it, the better you get. Okay. Next. Am I doing this right? That looks correct. Yes. I'm glad I'm doing this correctly so far. Boom. Is anybody else riding this weekend? If so, where? I'm curious. Ooh, there it went. Nothing worse than having to take it apart to fix it. Literally. And when there have been times where I'd build wheels a long time ago. I don't know what I'm doing or didn't know what I was doing. And I had to take them apart multiple times. I kind of got jumped and can't ride. That is not good to hear. Hopefully you're okay, and hopefully whatever led to that jumping will not happen again. Wear a helmet and don't ignore the wrist and shoulder pain. Are you raffling your old bike? No, my old bike has plans. I've got plans. My local skate park, just some random art pieces my community decided to call a skate park. That's kind of sick, though. I'm going to ride with my cousin in a few days. He got a bike a few days ago. That's cool. When you go to my local skate park on Pokemon Go, it shows up as a art piece as well. But that's just on Pokemon Go. It's actually a skate park. I have to respoke my tires for the first time in a few days. And tips when your order arrives. Watch videos on how to do it online. Definitely do that. Built my first and second wheel last weekend. Had to get it to the shop to do the truing because I did a terrible job. That's understandable. It takes time to learn how to true a wheel. But once you figure it out, you realize it's kind of just like a logical process. If you got to pull the rim one way, you got to tighten the nipples on one side or tighten the spokes on one side to go the other way, and vice versa. Why the tennis ball on your front wheel? Shoot, I got to get a new tennis ball for my new bike. Oh, wait, I have a new one sitting right here. Sweet. I have a tennis ball in my wheel because I found it one day while I was riding my bike with my buddy at a skate park that was right beside a tennis court. And The weird thing is that the skate park was chained up and fenced in and the door was shut, but the tennis court was not. So there's people who play tennis, but if they hit the ball over into the skate park, they got to jump the fence to get their ball. So I'm assuming that's why there was a couple tennis balls in the skate park that no one had gotten, and there was no one around, so found a tennis ball there and put it into my wheel. I caught my teacher lacking playing Pokemon Go during a test. Dude, it's like addicting to play that game when you get into it. There was a time period where I was pretty addicted to Pokemon Go. For no reason either. Just because I was. It's very weird. Okay, next spoke. 2 more and we're done with this whole side. That front hub is pretty clean looking, dude. It is. And it's like a lot lighter than a lot of other front hubs. If you look at it, it's like, I don't care about weight, but it's lighter. Thanks, man. I put one in mine because it looks cool. Yeah. Freestyle is real. Okay. Jeez. Stay, boo-boo. We got a whole 20 people in here. Thank you all for hanging out while I build this wheel. Without help for the first time ever. Where am I going with this? 1, 2, hold up, buckle my shoe. Why does this seem wrong? Shoot, I put one in the wrong hole. That's why. Wait, weenie, info appreciated. What's up, JDA? I crossed the wrong spoke. Oh, jeez. Hopefully that didn't do too bad. No, we're good. I wondered why that one seemed so weird. Are you going to true it in a stand or on a bike? I am going to true it on a stand because I am a Park Tool brand ambassador. Hashtag shout out to Park Tool. And I have the stand and I can get my wheel OCD perfect with it. What steps do you recommend to do when truing your wheels? True your wheel first. Get your wheel true, like left and right and up and down, and then tighten it the rest of the way. Like if it's loose, you have loose spokes, get it perfectly straight or as straight as you want it to be, and then that's when you tighten everything down and get it to the proper tension. Because if you tighten it first, then there's a good chance you're going to screw yourself out of being able to do what you need to do to true it. You don't need Kevin. I do need Kevin. I did need his help. He helped me in the beginning of this. 1, 2, 3. Over, over, under. Sitting on your bike watching. That's pretty rad. So I'm 230 pounds and I'm getting back into BMX. I'm currently building my dream bike. I remember 14mm axles were the norm, not only back, for the front as well. I'm thinking that there's no way a 3/8, and I think you're going to finish that. So I'll wait until your second message comes through. What's up, Shane? I'm just building this wheel up. Got this side done. Sweet. In the home stretch. Hey, Brant, quick opinion, which planetary hub would you recommend? Alienation dropped one, right? Alienations are in production right now. And of course, that's the one I'm going to recommend because guess what? I got it right here. This is the Alienation Venus hub. And wow, that is not focusing. There we go. Alienation Venus hub. Oh, oh. First scratch. There's the planetary concept. Of course, I'm going to recommend the Venus. I helped design it and I named it. Okay, so I'm finishing dude's question here. He said, I'm here thinking that there's no way 3/8 axle could stand up my heavy concrete ledge grind. Should I get 14 millimeter or 3/8? If you're worried about it, because 14 millimeter, that's not right. Maybe it is. 14 millimeter forks are probably hard to find these days. Profile makes a chromoly axle for their front hub. So the inner axle on their female hub is chromoly if you're worried about it, but you don't hear about too many people breaking the aluminum axles on a 3/8 front hub. They'll usually, like the female version that is. I've broken front axles on male axles that are 3/8 because they're hollow axles and just whatever. But you don't hear about too many people breaking the inner axle of it. They'll break bolts, which another thing, if you're worried about, you can get the higher grade bolts. Profile has chromoly bolts and what in the world? There we go. Bolts and axles for their front hubs if you're that worried about it. I wouldn't be too worried about it though. Over, under. Said 38, 36, that's easy 3 cross. 48 with 4 cross, that's the next step. I don't even want to try that. That just feels like a headache. One thing I will say about this Felon rim compared to the Vandal that I just had in my hands, the distance between the two walls of the rim is smaller because this rim, if you guys look close here, it's really thick from this point to this point because these channels go down further and then there's a further gap between the two walls, being that it's an aero designed rim and all of that. So you can very easily lose the nipples in the rim. This one, because it's got a smaller gap there, much easier to get the nipples into the spoke holes and not drop them into the rim. I got Cinema front hub and I like it 5 cross. Is that even a thing? Hollow 3/8 axles are sketch. I've had one, F that. Yeah, I used to have, before female was really a thing, I had the 3/8 hollow demolition front hub, which I actually replaced the axle in and have sitting over here. Yeah, I broke that on a double peg stall on a big sub box. That was a bummer of a day because my night just ended. I have a spoke in my rim. How did that even happen? Are the Vandals stronger than the Felons? I would say if they are, it's close, but they might be stronger than the Felon. Just because in riding the Vandal, I feel that I've had, it's like, yeah, I would say that the Vandal might very well be stronger than the Felon. But if it is, it's not by like insane amounts. I've ridden both of them in the rear. I've only ridden the the Felon in the front. So I can't speak on the front, but I mean the front rim is a front rim. Everybody knows you don't really have to have, like, you don't have to worry about your front rim as much as your back rim. Mine broke tightening my front wheel back on after I took it off because I just sniffed and heard a ping. Oh, interesting. I wish I had pictures of all of the different crosses because it's confusing to me. When you're actually building the wheel, though, it makes sense because it's another one of those things that's just kind of logical. You're crossing the spoke over another spoke 3 times before it finishes its path from the hub to the nipple. Jeez, guess I need my spoke wrench. What are the top BMX upgrades? I have a video on that, bud. Just gotta watch it. For some reason, that one just is taking a lot more effort to get down in there. Weird. Oh man, it's gonna take forever to do this one too. I should have tightened even further. No, I shouldn't have. Wheels and frame. 3 more. Probably should have checked the valve stem hole. Oh no, that's perfect. Sick. I know it like doesn't matter once it's all put together, but it's good to know that I did it. Now I gotta go see that. Yeah, dude. I've got a video literally called the top 5 BMX bike upgrades. Alright, we're in the home stretch. 2 more, and all these spokes are stuck on the tape from the bag. I think I did it right. I mean, it seems correct. Everything's going together the right way. As long as this last spoke goes where it needs to go, and I can tighten it, I'm going to assume that I did it right. Which would be cool. What do you guys think of this 2 angles with one in the background thing to where you can see what's going on? Do I need to adjust any of them at all? So I'm more focused on what I'm doing than the second angle. Boom, last one. Yes, sir. Come on, where are you at? And that's 3 crosses. Boom, boom. We laced the wheel correctly in how long? How long has it been? Can't see it right now. 43 minutes. It's a new record. I think it's easier whenever you have the exact same size flanges on both sides. You should have interlaced the wheel. That's why I got hub guards, man. So I don't have to do complex things like that. But my buddy Andrew Vargason of Grindworks BMX, he actually does interlace his wheels, or usually does. Come on. Alienation Acme is too shiny. I was gonna get the Eclat Carbonic because it's only 2 ounces lighter and $300 than my aluminum rim. That is insane. And Alienation Acme is too skinny. I thought it said shiny. Why is it too skinny? What's too skinny about it? Oh yeah, we have a spinning wheel. All right, I guess we start tightening spokes now, because That isn't what I wanted whenever I said I didn't want to have to tighten a ton. I guess I have to tighten a ton. Alright, I guess I'm going to tighten now. I don't know how many times I need to go. Where's my valve stem hole? Alright, let's start with faster, faster, one wheel, 20-minute complete next video, 48. I don't have access to a 48-hole wheel. Needs some love yet. It is not even started for the truing process. Definitely needs some love. I guess I should just drop it all in here. We got 10 spokes left rather than 4 because I have a 50 spoke tube, which is pretty sweet. I'm just glad I did it right the first try. It could have not been at all. I could have screwed it up completely, actually. That's supposed to be that. Boom. Sweet. Tube done. Now we start tightening. I'm going to go 6. I'm going to go 3 full turns. Is that too many? No, that's not too many. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know Kevin told me to go little by little, but this is like extreme loose. 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're getting there, folks. Probably gonna have to make a full another round. Just put it in your forks and place the tape up against the sides of the rim. I have a truing stand right over there. I don't need it yet. This is definitely far from being tight enough to true. We're getting there though. 4, 5, 6. Hopefully these spokes aren't like way too long. Because I don't think 190 was an option. Yeah, 188 then 192. Looks loose enough that you could use your fingers. It's not. If it is though, I'd rather do this because this way I know that I'm getting the exact same amount of tighten on each one. 6. Whoa, that one is like weirdly tight. 3, 4, 5, 6. That one is like awkwardly tight right now, while the other ones are like far from being tight. Weird. I guess this side is also not on dish. Okay. Got a couple more. 5, 6. Why is that super tight right now? It's like they're two different size spokes, but I know they're not. Very weird. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the fingertip pain is real. I'm so confused right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is all done right? Right? Yeah, it's all in the right spots. But for some reason, it's pulling funky one way. Yeah, that's definitely not on. 2, 3. Something's weird. Let's see this. Top. Did I do something wrong? I think I might have done something wrong here, because when I look at the exact same spoke on each side, they're crossed over each other. Did I start wrong? I think I might have. I think I may have put the second side in the wrong side, because when you look at it, one side is under, one side is over. I think I should have had it the other way. So I think each spoke is flipped the wrong way. Man, I think I totally screwed up. Because this side goes over. No, this side goes over. Just kidding. Maybe not. I don't think it matters. I'm lost. That would suck having to start over. It wouldn't surprise me. But I think, look at this. Spoke going that way. Spoke going that way over. Spoke going that way. No, it's right. It's right. Let me just double check that they're all doing the same thing. Under. Did I do the bob stem right? Yeah, I did. Under. Over. Yeah, it's right. Relax, man. trying. It's a very sad thought to have to start over. But I think I'm good. It's severely, or no, it's not super off dish right now. It's pretty off dish, though. A little off, wouldn't you say? Alright, let's do some more tightening. We'll go 2 times. 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. What's up, Sean? 4. Probably chill out and watch some videos and finish chewing this thing later. Yeah, like that one is extremely tight. You know what I should do? I should just tighten all of them to the point where the spoke is just barely sticking out of the nipple. Then you know they're exactly. I'm just going to do that. You know they're exactly the same whenever you just tighten them all to the same place. Just struggling to tighten true a rim, you know, the usual. If everything is the exact same tension, or the exact same tightness, see, like that one needed to go way further. Yeah, we're just going to go like this for now. This just makes sense. And it's getting things pretty well tightened up. There's an app for that. Is it called Your Local Bike Shop app for iOS or Android? Your spokes are bent and some are tighter from how you started. Once your spokes get tight, you will be good. See, you can always count on somebody who knows what they're talking about to help out. That is a logical explanation, and I appreciate it. One day I'm going to use Polylube on the threads whenever I start this process. Jeez, that one's like way loose. That must be one of the first round before any of them were bent. That one is stupid tight, but it's the same. It's the exact same as the rest of them. It's like it almost makes me feel like it's a longer spoke. Or a shorter spoke. Oops. Well, gotta take that one out. We are not gonna have any stripped out nipples on this wheel. That's okay because this spoke seriously feels like it's OCD is coming for you. You're right. And since I have to open this back up, I should never put it away, but it's since I have to open it back up anyways, I'm going to grab another spoke just to check. Okay. Take this out. Not gonna be having any of this. That's not even the right one. What the hell? I'm glad I looked at it. It's the one beside it, correct? No. Where the hell is the stripped out one at? Yeah, that is it. That hub does look fancy. Check it out, man. Alienation Tin Man. Yeah, there we go. No stripped out. Oops. No one. Just in case, because I know that it's going to end up being a thing. Alright. It's for some reason there a shorter spoke in here. No. 1, 2, 3. Weird. For some reason that one's just getting way tighter than the rest. Whatever. Okay. Tighten both these back down to the top of the nipple. I know this is kind of boring, so I appreciate everyone for hanging out. And honestly, anyone who's doing this rather than watching random TV or some crap. It seems where they hook onto the hub and tightening to the same place makes sense. Circumference. I'm not sure what that means, honestly, but it sounds interesting. See, and like that one is tight. I don't understand any of this. Whatever. Why is the Tin Man not made of tin? Should be called the Aluminum Man. Oh, okay. See, and like that one? I don't know. I'm questioning myself at this point. I'm just going to go around and get them all to the same point. They're all pretty close. A couple sticking out a little further than others. This one's not. Hey, happy to help John Smith. That's why the break videos are there, so that they can help people who need it. Well, everything is lining up all of the spokes are at the same point in the nipple, except for this one that wants to get extremely tight for some reason. It's not even like it's by the weld or anything, so that's weird. And then this one that's right beside it, which is super loose. Hey, look how much closer that is now that they're all similarly tightened. The first guy who played the Tin Man had an allergic reaction to the paint from the high levels of tin in the makeup. That is an interesting fun fact. Fun facts by Sean Garrity. Maddening. Okay. We're just going to keep going. Going to do a full tighten on each one. Buddy Ebsen, yep, I met him. That's pretty crazy. Well, it feels like everything's getting somewhat tensioned now, at least. Dig in that. Sweet. It's coming together now. Got a couple random oddballs that are acting funky, but I don't care. We'll take care of them. I heil octopus for wheel truing. Oh, okay. Is that a person? Or am I missing the joke? And there's that extra tighten one. I'm just not going to tighten that one. I guess I'm just going to extra like, why is that one sticking out so much further than the rest of them? That cannot be right. But it is. What in the heck? That's so weird. Like, we're talking 2 millimeters that this is sticking out extra. Hold up. It's not in the right spot. It can't be. No, this isn't in the right spot. Maybe that's why things are super tight and super loose. I know what I did. Oh, I got it figured out now. Yay. Switch it out with a new spoke. That's not the problem. I figured it out. I have these two switched. That's why this one seems super tight and the other one seems super loose. It's going too far and the other one's not going far enough. Ha ha. Logic. Logic trumps all. Not really. That doesn't even actually make any sense. I'm just happy that I figured this out. I knew something had to be funky there. It just did not seem right. I wonder if there's anywhere else that I did that. I'm gonna have to check. And at least I don't have to take the whole dang thing apart to fix this. This is easy mode. Sick. You guys are along for the journey on this one. It is a struggle and a half. Not really. This went way better than it could have. Okay. So we'll take the short one out first. Take the long one out of there. The long one goes in there. And the short one goes in there. Boom. Problem solved. Couple marks, but whatever. Let's just double check here. Now it looks right too. Awesome. Okay. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it wasn't something major. Right here. Maybe those two were right and the other 34 were switched. Man, let's hope you're wrong. Damn fancy. You better put a tennis ball in that. Oh, don't you worry, I will. 20 grip. What's up? You just missed me having to completely lose my mind over why this wasn't right. Then finally realizing I had two spokes switched out. And now we should, in theory, be solid. Back to the 80, 90s with 95 spoke wheels. No, thank you. Where'd that other nipple go? There it is. Sick. Just glad that I figured it out. I know, no notification. Man, what is YouTube doing? Slacking. Okay. There. Now everything has equal tension. Look how much closer that is. I feel so much better now. Like, this is to the point that I can true it and confidently have it done. True it, dish it. It's pretty freaking close from this. And look at that Tin Man with that custom laser etched logo that I had done in there. You guys will see that in a video Saturday. Spinning smooth with those 4 bearings. Sick. Should I true it? Should I start truing it? Do I still run the Vandal rim in the back? Indeed, and I will be on my new bike as well with this Alienation Venus free coaster hub. That will be my rear hub. Oh, look, you guys can see them together for the first time. Look at that, front and rear. How do I get them both in frame? Boom. Oh, yes. That is going to be sick. So satisfying when it's close before hitting the stand. Seriously. And when how much work you have to put in to get it that close because I messed up. Let it settle. Really? What does that mean? For my resident wheel truers in the chat. Let it settle. 1 hour, then true. I didn't get a notification for this either, just figured out why I wasn't subbed. Took care of that real quick. Well, of course you wouldn't if you weren't subbed. Silly gooses. Dude, I'm so freaking stoked. Throw that beast on the stand. Sick. Just got that rim and love it. Yeah, the Vandal's a good one, man. Why don't you try the Alienation carbon wheel on front? So, I'm wondering if that would make my front end too light and it would make my wheel not balanced. Like, I'm willing to put that carbon wheel on the front because, like, why not? You know? I have no reason not to. It's not like one of those things that, like, I'm worried about in the front because, like, I don't do gnarly 720s or anything where I'm, like, jacking the bike into the ground super hard on the side like that with a side load. So, like, I'm wondering if it would be something that would be cool for me. Oh, it's so perfectly lined up, too, with that Alienation logo in there and the rim logo. Then we got this one. We'll have them both facing the same way. Boom, like this. Like this. I am stoked. Not stoked. Oh, those weren't scratches. Just try it to see how it feels. I mean, I'm willing to. It's one of those things. It's like it's weight the front down with Ninix. I don't know what that means. If it gets too light, could just put 14 gauge spokes in the front. But my main thing is, like, that's an investment for Alienation to give me this $300 rim just to do it, just to see. So, like, yeah, I can try it. I'll ask about it. We'll see. Focus, please. Thank you. I'll see. Because they're going to be making this hub, instead of having the laser etched, I think there's going to be a CNC'd logo into it in the future, and it's going to be polished, so I don't have to polish the hub when I get it new. And yeah, there's people asking for a Venus front hub, which who knows if that will be a thing or not. It's not something we're super talking about. Knickknacks. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Whew. Well, fellas, it has been. There's 27 people in here still, too. Yeah, put a bunch of tennis balls in it. That's funny. All right, here we go. I'm going to say, yes, I should true it, or no, I shouldn't true it. Let me know in the chat, and we'll see how many people say what and whether or not I continue working on this right now to finish it out. Because right now, I need to true it and then finish tightening the spokes. Dude, I want that hub. I was about to get the BSD, then yours came out. It's in production right now. What kind of bolts you got? Do it. For your bolts for the Tin Man. I just got the ones that came with it. Just a normal bolt, I think, which I'm going to have to put in here since everyone in the world wants me to true this thing right now. I am way better than you. I am way better than you at riding BMX than you. Or wait, no, I didn't even say it right still. I am way better than you at riding a BMX than you. Congratulations. It's not hard to do. Do tutorial vid. See, truing a wheel is something that we've talked about. I've talked about with park tool people. And they just came out with their series, so I would watch their videos because Park Tool is going to be able to cover it with way more knowledge than me. And people are so finicky when it comes to knowledge like that for working on bikes. Hank, I thought you died in the back of a car in like 1951. Sean Garrison being quiet in the chat until Hank Williams comes in here talking. You suck at riding a BMX. That's okay, man. Now the question is, how's the dish at this point? We're gonna find out. I'll grab the dishing tool and stand. Oh. Holy crap. Do a home setup on how to true a wheel. See, that's the thing. You got to do it properly. You got the dishing tool. You got the truing stand. Geez. Maybe we should ixnay on the second angle A. And I'm not doing it right. And you're wasting your time. You know you're going to die one day, right? You're going to die one day and you just have wasted your time coming in here to talk crap. That must suck. Okay, so this is all set up. I thought you just died. It felt like I might. I was on my way to the ground. Tension gauge. I don't have one of those yet. Mainly because I just go by feel, you know. It's one of those things. Alright, so first we're going to check the dishing. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I meant to do this before I put the axle bolts in there. But oh well. Alright, so that's there. We'll tighten this down. Oh, it's super close. It's not exactly right, but it's close. So I'll do that as well. That means the left side needs tightened. We will get the dishing tool back out in a second. Give him the boot. He's throwing bad vibes here. I got you, dog. Hank, be gone. We'll give him one chance. He's in timeout. Oh, they make tension gauge. They do make tension gauges. All right. I forget which way I needed to go. I think it was this side. And it was only like a fraction. Man, there's got to be a better... Can I go sideways and have it... Back up a little there. Now you can see it. Haters are your motivator. It's giving everybody something to talk about. Okay, so let's move this in here. I think I need to just turn off the display and webcam so it's black. Yo, 20 grip. Thank you, dog. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we need to go like the tiniest fraction of a turn. I'm talking like not even a quarter turn. Because it's literally, someone said 1/3 a millimeter off, and that is about how much it's off. So I'm just barely twisting spokes on this side. And honestly, I probably shouldn't even finish this dishing until I true it, just because of how close it actually is. Okay. No Breaks Street video. Is it okay for me to talk about how dreamy and sexy Steve Crandall is? Well, of course. Why do you have to dish? Ooh, very good question. And Chris already answered it. You want to make sure that your rim and your hub are centered with each other. You want your rim to be directly in the center so that when you put it into your dropouts, it is perfectly centered and your wheel is spinning centered. My goodness, it's so close. Okay, here we go. So actually, we want to tighten from the TCS all the way to here. That is probably where some of the dishing is coming from, because of how far off that part is to that direction. Usually when you do this, you'll find like half of it is right and the other half is the other way. Or not right, but one half goes one way, one half goes the other. There. A dial bike feels like magic. True that. Get it? True that. How do these rims compare to something like G Sport? I mean, I feel like they're comparable. Definitely think they're comparable rims. I need a 14-inch for my little dude. Do they make a 14-inch bike? Is that a thing? Did this light already turn off? It did. Okay. So when you have female hubs, the bolts are essentially the axle. All right, 1 second here. I got to put this light down. Okay, so in the female hub, there is an axle inside the center of it, and then your bolts go into the axle. So no, not technically, but yes, kind of. Both are high end. There's the answer we wanted to see. I need something light underneath here because I don't see the contrast to see the gap that's being made. Yeah, I got my son a 14. I didn't even realize that. A Fit 14. I think Fit might be one of the only companies doing that. So from there to there. I would say it seems like it's amazing how much better rims are than back in my era. It's crazy how much a lot of stuff has improved since the years past of BMX. So we want to tighten this one. This one. Oh, that is not a good sound. So from there to there needs to come that way. That should also continue to help the dishing. Can you false a rim? Heck yeah, that's what happens when you ride it. Alright, so finish tightening these. My Tiaga 48s are still holding strong from the 80s. That's insane. But cool, too. We're getting close now, folks. Your left tighter. No, I was making sure that it was touching. I was using that as a reference so that when it would stop, because the left. How do I want to say this? I had it touching that on purpose so that when it wasn't touching it, because it was touching the. All right, I'll explain from the start. So to figure out what I need to do, I use this little guide here, and where it touches the rim, which it's not right now because it's pretty close. And because more of the time spinning it, it was touching this than when it wasn't. I was using the time that it didn't touch that just now to let me know that I needed to pull the rim that way for that amount to get it all exactly the same. Headphone users, wow, I'm sorry. Jeez, that's freaking close. And the up and down is super close too. Wow, okay. I'm going to. Oh, somebody asked if I was self-taught about building wheels or did I learn from someone slash a shop. I've had my buddy Kevin, who builds wheels all the time, help me build them on here several different times in the past. And then this is the first time that I did it on my own. And I asked a couple questions of him, but I did it on my own for the most part. And then when it comes to truing, I'm all self-taught there. I just kind of looked at it logically and just did it as many times as I needed to get it right, basically. Okay. Oh, headphones. See, here's another good example. It's touching more than it's not. So that means I know that I need to loosen all of these spokes here. So half turn, half turn, half turn. This might be too much, but at this point I would rather go too far than not far enough. Okay. So from here all the way to there. This is gonna be loud. I should probably just stop. We'll just move it slower. So one past the sticker. Okay, as usual, one whole side is one thing and the other is that. We're going to loosen these two so that everything is even. These two. When I true wheels, I get into a zone. Oddly satisfying. True that, man. True that again. So from this one sticker all the way to here. So I'm just going to tighten all of those. Starting from there all the way to that sticker. Okay. So I'm going to go half turn. Half turn. Half turn. All the way to the orange sticker. And hopefully that gets out the rest of the vertical hop. There's one pretty large one, but we're close. And that. You're like that teacher that scrapes the fingernails on the chalkboard. I mean, that's essentially what's going on here. Do these. Here these four. Jeez, these are tight already too. That's what happens. These four. These four. These four. Almost done. So we're looking at these couple now. And then doing these vertical hops, I'm also tightening the spokes down a lot too. That's a high one right there. Just these two. That truing stand would make some sick ass forks. And my dad actually made me a truing stand one time. He took an old set of forks and just welded them to a plate. We're going to call it these two. These two. Dude, saw you got the box seat silhouette tee. That sure is so comfortable. Dude, it is so awesome too. I wish, how well does yours line up on the seam? The one that I got doesn't really line up that great. But it's one of those things that's like impossible to do perfectly unless you were going to make it yourself. These 4. Okay. We're getting here. Very random spots. Tighten these two. What's up, Maxwell? We're just truing a wheel here with 28 people watching. That's so crazy. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're getting there for vertical hops. I'm trying to get all of the too far down ones. Whoa. It's very close now. If you spin it fast enough, the feeler gauge will grind it down to true. Probably. These, about a quarter off. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's possible to get it perfectly lined up, but it's like, it's good enough, you know? Is yours good enough? We're getting there. There to there. These 4 need loosened. I get major OCD whenever I'm truing wheels. Yo, 515 Nick. Dude, thank you for that. That is crazy. To the part you finish. I wish I could do the magic of cutting it to being done. That would be awesome, but I just can't because I have to actually do it. Seriously though, thank you for that super chat, Nick. Gotta go take care of all. Thanks for hanging out, Chris. Don't really wear white shirts, but been rocking that one out. White shirts, man. White shirts are definitely no-goes for BMX, right? These 2 loosened. Geez, that one's already kind of loose. I'm getting the up and down so close. When you coming to New York? Oh man, I don't know. When you come to next to the Berg, let me know. I might be there Saturday, but I don't know what's gonna happen yet. Jeez, that's a lot. You sure that the other ones don't just need let out? Correct. Okay. All the way to 3 from the yellow sticker. Did you already true your rear wheel? Yes, I did. I didn't do it on a live stream just because I was kind of zen mode, just doing it to do it. But I got it literally perfect. Like, I could not get it closer if I tried. I spent several hours messing with it. Where's that yellow sticker? Okay, we got a couple more to go. Bro, you realize you're never going to get to talk again now. Because you're just being obnoxious and annoying. Let's just spin it and see what it looks like. It's got a pretty gnarly left and right that I need to get rid of. So these 4 need tightened this way. Loosen this one. Jeez, it's got a gnarly left and right one that I need to get. I probably won't do a wheel truing video just because Park Tool has such a good one, and I feel like I could not do it as good as they can. And with how crazy people are about their rims and truing things in the bicycle world, I might just not mess with it. I need to be able to see. There we go. So, here. All the way to about there. It's too tight on that side. When a wheel is bent, do you recommend replacing those spokes or tightening down? That's what truing is for. If your wheel is untrue to one side, you can tighten your spokes to true it up. Oh, that's close. And for the sake of this stream, I might leave it at this. I mean, you guys can see. It's pretty dang close. That wobbling you see is me moving. And I think I need to just zen out on it and get it perfect while listening to something or watching something. So I get to go from being the guy who makes the thing people are listening to and watching to being the guy who listens to it. I'm itching to get some time on my Revolution Hub. May hit Wheel Mill Saturday, then Street. DM my Insta. Maybe we will run into each other again and not almost literally like at the Wheel Mill. Yeah, that was funny. That's the cool thing about building wheels is you can be that OCD about it and get it right. Like I am. I am super crazy about getting it right. So I want it to be perfectly straight, especially my front, because your front doesn't come untrue as quick or often as your back can. These two. What you gonna listen to? I don't know. Might find something BMX related. Might not. I already got it even closer yet. It has been 2 hours. Holy cow. The send it emoji from 20 Grip in the chat. I do have custom emojis, people. It is a thing. Tighten these two up even further. Go 2 or 1.5. These two. You should listen to some Hank Williams. That is funny. Thanks for hanging out, Alan. Good luck at school tomorrow. These two. It's the same two that I keep having to tighten. Up and down is virtually perfect. I didn't like that. I need to go down. Get it even closer. This is where things get kinda insane. Because you can get so... I should actually tighten the spokes before I finish this. Because if I finish it and then tighten them, it could be off some. And I don't want that. Here to here. Alright, this is the last I'm going to do before I tighten them. Don't you have to squeeze all the spokes? I mean, you can see that, like, and hear it. They're already pretty tight. Dude, that would be acceptable for a lot of people. Get rid of those marks. There is the tiniest hops in there. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell because I'm moving and the truing stand's sitting on my lap. What did you do with the Revolution hub after this new set of hubs? It's staying on my current bike because I'm building a completely new bike this time. For the first time ever in my life, I'm building a brand new bike from the ground up. And I'm excited. That is. I mean, hot dog. I don't think it gets much better than that. I am going to go through and tighten these a half turn each all the way around just to get everything super snug. And a half turn's probably like too much to where I'm going to be struggling at the end. But I'm going to try and make sure I bottom out the spoke wrench and don't strip any of these nipples out in the process either. Because I did that last time a couple times, and it's kind of annoying. Remember where the weld is? On the rim, you have a deviation. I am so OCD that I compensate for that to where it's like non-existent. That is how insane I am about truing wheels. Jeez, okay, let's focus. Keep it. Oh my gosh. Just gotta make sure those tight ones don't strip out. Not brand new, your bar ends. Listen, I have to use my bar ends, alright? I can't give away that Revolution hub. That was given to me by the owner of BSD. That's like something I gotta treasure in BMX forever. This might be... Come on, don't speak too soon. We only got a couple left. Almost there. Oh yeah, 2 more spokes. Boom. That is... Those are pretty tight. I mean, anything... That's gotta be good enough for now. That is like ridiculous. Put the truing stand down. We forgot to check the dishing. Uh-oh. Let's hope it's close enough. Lawnmowers are hard on spokes. That's true. That's like 0.5 millimeter. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. I thought I was going to have a very sad situation on my hands. Okay. Yeah, dude, that's off by like 1/10 of a millimeter. I am good with that. Oh, it spins so smoothly. Ha 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 ha, yeah. Hater alert, fake account. Oh. Dude, this is awesome. This is like super close. True as it needs to be. Obviously, it's hopping because there's a weight. The weld has weight to it. I'm hungry too, John Smith. Honestly. Also, the fact that, you know what, we might actually be able to show it. Look, you can see it. Right there. That's so sweet. Cold working is a term used in car racing to settle chases welds and other metals. Talking about chassis or chases? I know what a chassis is. I don't know about chases. Dude, if you were to have messed up, are the spokes reusable to start over? Yes. Even if you have a wheel that's built up, if they're damaged, you wouldn't want to reuse them, but as long as your spokes aren't damaged, you can take your wheel completely apart and use those spokes again. They might be stretched some, but they're certainly usable. You can see that I probably could have gotten away with 188. I definitely could have gotten away with 188. That's only 4 millimeters shorter. But it would have been close, and I probably would have I'd probably break them off in the nipple, because I don't think if 188, that's 4 millimeters shorter. That would probably only go up to the rim itself, and I feel like that's not close enough. Do you guys have taco shops like I do in San Diego? We have a Mexican restaurant. There's a couple of them. There's several different Mexican restaurants. I don't think there's any like taco stands where I live, but I live in a town of like 25,000 people. I know in like Columbus and Cleveland and stuff, there's taco trucks and all that stuff, and there's actually food trucks and those types of things near or in the town I live in. I just don't think there's taco ones. One other thing I wanted to talk about here is the Alienation 4D drilling process, which is illustrated right here. You can see the top picture here by my thumb here is a correct drilling hole. And this one by my finger here shows that there's an angle offset where the spoke is offset in the hole. And that is because the spoke holes in these rims are drilled in the angle to the hub, rather than just being drilled in there at some arbitrary angle like other rims are. They go in there, and then other rims go down, and then they like bend outward to get to the spoke. The 4D drilling on the Alienation rims, which has got the logo right there, 4D. They're also tubeless compatible. Means that they go straight there, and in that is the most like effective truing process I've ever had on rims before. The tiniest little turn that you do can have an impact on there. Whereas I just trued some wheels for my buddy yesterday. You guys might have saw the stream. And I could literally see how the holes in the rim and the spokes came down and like twisted at an angle. And it was like weird. And it was also, you had to turn things more in order to have an effect on it. Oh, this thing spins smoothly. It's dished. It's trued. I'll probably go a little more OCD on it just to get out the tiny micro hops that are in there. And this thing will be ready to go on my bike. and I'm stoked for it. Been thinking of building a wheel. How many wheels did you need to build before you felt you were able to get it right versus just buying a complete? Sorry for junior league question. It's not a junior league question at all, honestly, because this is the first time I've ever built a wheel and felt confident in what I was doing. I've had my buddy Kevin help me several different times for building wheels on this channel, like with the Venus wheel, which, oh, I'm still stoked on how this turned out. It is literally perfectly true. You can actually see how much wider that rim is than the Felon. But he helped me with this one, and in doing that, I felt like I remembered enough of it to build another one, and I pretty much did. I would say I couldn't do the whole lining up the whole thingy again without referencing a wheel that I already did it on. But it's really easy to do once you figure that out. And it's really just a matter of knowing where to start. Old Fat Guy BMX, you missed it, man. My wheel's already done, true, tightened spokes and everything. But it's really just a matter of knowing where to start. And it's pretty simple. You're starting on your either side of the front hub, and you're starting on the left side of the valve stem, and then whenever you get that one done, you're flipping it where you have it on this side. You're starting with a specific spoke hole on this side of it, and then you're starting just to the right of that one and then continuing a pattern there. Why the different rim setup? Better get a bike lock for those wheels. I don't leave my bike anywhere that I would need a bike lock, put it that way. If I'm leaving it outside somewhere, we're out running street, somebody's waiting with the bike, and usually I'm the person waiting outside. Better late than never, true that. Why the different rims set up? I already had this Felon rim that I was waiting to build up, and then the Vandal came in as well, and I've been riding a Vandal Felon combo back and front. So I just continued with it. May end up with something different in the front next time, or whatever, whenever they do the CNC version of this hub. But yeah, inside, yeah, I need a bike lock from the people living here. That's funny. On that note, it is 10:39. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 10 minutes almost. There have been so many people supporting in this chat, whether it's nice things people say. I would spell it chassis. That's funny. Or the super chats that people have put in this live stream. I appreciate all of the support. And one day I'll travel the whole country meeting all you guys, meeting up, having jams, riding, shredding. It will happen. This wheel is done. I'm going to really finish it, get these extra tiny little micro hops out of here. Then I'm going to go to bed and get ready to do the news tomorrow. So thank you all for hanging out and tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you in the news video tomorrow. And good night, everybody.